Okay, so that's some information on the quizzes. So now what I want to do is speak to how to kind of set yourself up for success in my courses. And the first thing I want to speak to is that obviously the pacing is really important because the more rushed your work is, the less quality there is. And then also I find that kids who are rushed tend to have the temptation to plagiarize. And so give yourself plenty of time to do quality work. But there are two resources that I want to show you that might help you in your responses, regardless of which class it is. These are the things that I'm kind of looking for in terms of answers and responses. The first one is an academic language function toolkit. So academic language is a little bit different than content language. You might learn what photosynthesis is, and you might have to go through and learn all the process of photosynthesis. But then it might say then you might have a question within the course that would say, summarize the process of photosynthesis. And it's when you go to summarize that's kind of academic language. It's like, well, what do you want me to do? What should that look like? In your intro folder, you are going to have access to this link that helps you get started on which graphic organizer would I use to summarize? What are some sentence starters that would help me get this answer going and would help me frame my response? If I had to compare and contrast what happened in World War I and what happened in World War II, how would I get started with taking that information and framing an answer? This will really help you do the work of creating the product that we're looking for. So not just the content, but what do you need to do with the content? This toolkit is really helpful for those types of answers. The next thing I want to show you is race. And some of you guys may use this in your brick and mortar school, but this is really important for discussion board responses. This is what I'm looking for in a quality discussion board answer, or even like short answer response on a quiz, maybe a short essay, right? This is the structure of it. So when you use race, you're going to restate the question. So you're going to create, and you're going to use that sentence stem to write your topic sentence. Then you're going to answer the question to make sure you have all parts. If there are two questions, you should answer each question in its own paragraph. You're going to cite evidence from the text, which means you're going to take in information and use quotes, right? That would help you understand the information that you might take from the lesson or from. So in other words, I want you to be pulling in either information from the lesson, like for instance, in the lesson it stated da 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 da, or something directly from the book. And then you're going to explain and extend your answer. So every answer, quiz, discussion board, essay, even a PowerPoint, these are ultimately the steps that you are taking. You're creating some kind of intro by using the question to make sure that you're actually answering it and to frame your topic sentence or your thesis. You're going to answer all parts of it, every part of the prompt, and each part should have its own section. And I want you referencing specific things from either the lesson or the text with an explanation. So when you restate the question, this means to turn the question into a statement. Use words from the question stem in your statement. Example question: what are some ways students can help to stop bullying in their school? A great response is, bullying is a huge problem in many schools. There are several steps students can take to help stop this problem in their own school. You're taking parts of the question and restating it in your answer. Then you actually answer the question. Answer all parts, right? One thing students can do is to participate in a school-wide effort committed to speaking out against bullying. Then you're going to cite some evidence and quote the text. This means you will look back to the text to find specific examples that support your answer. Use evidence-based terms to begin your citation. According to the author, research has shown that students who participate in anti-bullying programs in their schools are more likely to have empathy for students who experience bullying. And then you will explain how that supports your topic sentence. One example of this is a poster contest my school had. The topic was Stand Up to Bullies. The contest seemed to make students really think about how hurtful bullying can be. Putting it all together in paragraph form. Bullying is a huge problem in many schools. There are several steps students can take to help stop this problem in their own school. One thing a student can do is to participate in a school-wide effort committed to speaking out against bullying. According to the author, research has shown that students who participate in anti-bullying programs in their schools are more likely to have empathy for students who experience bullying. One example of this is a poster contest my school had. The topic was stand up to bullies. The contest seemed to make students really think about how hurtful bullying can be. Now, what I would say with this example is that it would be good to write one summary concluding sentence, something that wraps it up just like you would in an essay. This would be a great paragraph, but you would still have a concluding essay or a concluding paragraph in the essay or response that would kind of tie it all together, sum it up, and kind of answer the question, so what? What did you say? What did you want me to know? What's the message that I should come away with in the midst of this response? This is what I'm looking for. I want you to read your responses out loud to yourself to edit and revise them. The things that you'll get feedback on are, if this sounds like a text, like you're texting me an answer and it's very conversational and does not use that academic structure and language, I'll let you know that. I'll let you know, hey, this really needs to be in academic language, support it with evidence from the lessons, support it with evidence from the book, give me examples, quote things, and really beef up your response so that it doesn't sound like you're just, having a quick conversation with a friend. Academic responses really do require that kind of academic language, which is why I'm giving you both of these toolkits as a reference for what I'm looking for. So between all of that, I think that is what you need to know from me for now. Feel free to reach out anytime. You can always message me through Schoology or use that contact page with my email and phone number to get in touch with me. And I'm looking forward to a great summer session with you, and I hope that you enjoy the course. Good luck.